Welcome back to GSTEF TV, the #1 spot for the hottest, most controversial, and blockbuster celebrity gist that keep you glued to your screens. If you have not yet subscribed, you are missing out on the real drama that sets the entertainment industry on fire. Hit that subscribe button right now, turn on your notifications, and join this growing family of gist lovers because here, we do not hold back. We give you the gist raw, hot, and unfiltered, exactly the way you like it. The internet did not rest, it did not breathe, it did not calm down the very day that slap scene between Sonia, Uche and Maurice hit the screens, because what fans saw did not look like movie acting, it looked like raw fire, raw anger, raw emotion and pure tension exploding in one single moment. From the very first second that Sonia's hand moved and connected with Maurice's face in that scene, something shifted in the hearts of viewers all over the world. People froze. People screamed. People jumped up from their seats. People paused the screen, rewound it, watched it again and again, trying to convince themselves that what they just saw was just acting and nothing more. But the truth is, too many people felt it in their soul for it to be treated like an ordinary movie moment. Within hours, social media was no longer normal. Timelines were flooded. Comment sections were burning. Blogs started screaming. Fan pages started shaking. The simple question that refused to leave anyone's mind was not, was the movie good, but, was that slap real? Because the sound of it wasn't soft. It wasn't gentle. It wasn't the usual fake movie tap. It sounded heavy. It sounded sharp. It sounded like something that carried years of pain in just one movement of a hand. Fans said they could almost feel the vibration through their phone speakers. Some even joked that their cheeks started burning like they were the ones who got slapped. The real madness started when people began breaking down the scene frame by frame. They zoomed into Sonia's face and said her eyes looked too serious. They zoomed into Maurice's reaction and said his shock looked too natural. They said his eyes widened in a way that could not be rehearsed. They said his slight imbalance after the slap looked like real surprise, not something written in a script. And once that analysis began, everything else exploded. People started creating wild theories. Some fans said there must have been hidden tension between them before filming that particular scene. Others claimed that maybe they were too immersed in their roles and emotions took over. Some people boldly said it couldn't have been planned because it looked too spontaneous. None of these things were confirmed, but in the world of hot entertainment gist, confirmation is not what makes things viral. Emotion does. And this scene was full of emotion. Fan reactions were so intense that it started to feel like a live event. One fan said she dropped her phone when the slap landed because she wasn't expecting it to feel so real. Another said her heartbeat became loud in her ears. Some said they screamed out loud and scared people in their house. Others said they felt angry on behalf of Maurice and wanted to fight someone. Some said they felt emotional for Sonia's character and understood the pain behind that slap. The reactions were not calm. They were not normal. They were dramatic, funny, crazy, and completely unfiltered. Then came the debate about professionalism. People started arguing about whether actors should allow real physical contact for the sake of realism. Some fans said it was dangerous and unnecessary. Others said that sometimes a little reality in a scene is what makes it legendary. They started mentioning Hollywood actors who have done real stunts, real slaps, real insults just to make a scene unforgettable. They said Nollywood deserves that kind of respect too. They said Sonia and Maurice had taken acting to another level. As the debate grew, so did the fan loyalty. Sonia's fans came out strong, praising her talent. They said she acted with her soul, not just with her body. They said she embodies her character so deeply that sometimes you forget she is acting. Maurice's fans also went wild, praising him for how real his reaction was. They said not everyone could take such a powerful slap scene and still deliver the perfect emotional response. They called him strong, professional, and fearless. Things got even crazier when fans started recreating the scene. TikTok and Instagram were filled with people acting out the slap in funny ways. Some used pillows. Some used slippers. Some used slow motion with dramatic background music. Others added exaggerated sound effects. The scene stopped being just a movie moment and turned into a cultural moment. It became something people joked about, laughed about and analyzed at the same time. The energy grew so much that some fans started saying this was one of the most realistic Nollywood scenes they had ever watched. They compared it to classic emotional scenes in old Nigerian movies. They said this was the kind of acting that makes people respect the industry more. They said this wasn't just entertainment, it was art. Then the controversial part deepened. Some people started saying the scene felt so real because there might have been real-life misunderstanding between them. Again, there was no proof, but that didn't stop the comments. People love mystery. They love tension. They love guessing what they shouldn't know. Some fans said they imagined awkward silence on set after the scene. Others imagined them laughing it off later. The imagination alone was enough to keep the gist alive. And in the middle of all this noise, one thing was clear: people couldn't stop talking. They kept sharing clips. They kept writing long captions. They kept arguing in comment sections like lawyers in court. They kept picking sides: team it was real and team it was acting. Both sides were loud. Both sides were stubborn. Both sides were passionate. Some fans said the slap was the kind that stays in your memory for years. They said it was unforgettable. They said whenever they think of intense Nollywood moments, that scene will always come to mind. Others said it was too intense and almost scary because it felt like watching real-life pain. But even those ones admitted that they couldn't look away. Through all the heat, the laughter, the shock and the confusion, one thing is sure: that scene changed how people see emotional acting in Nollywood. It reminded people that movies are not just about entertainment, but about making people feel something strongly. And that slap did exactly that. Meanwhile, platforms like GSTEF TV have been catching all the heat from day one. People ran there to watch breakdowns, reactions, and updates, because when it comes to hot entertainment stories, GSTEF TV always serves it raw, hot and uncut. Fans keep saying that if you don't follow GSTEF TV, then you are always late to the drama. Everybody wanted to talk about it. Everybody wanted to hear more. Everybody wanted to know what really happened behind the scenes, even though nobody had official answers. And that mystery is what made it even bigger. So now, whenever people hear the names Sonia, Uche and Maurice together, the first thing that comes to their mind is not just actors, but that unforgettable slap scene that made people question reality for a few minutes. It became a symbol of emotional acting, controversy, drama, and pure entertainment. And if you are the type that loves this kind of hot, heart-pounding, crazy entertainment gist, then don't stay outside. Subscribe to GSTEF TV and join the family that never misses any story, any tension, any shocking scene or any hidden drama. That's where the real gist lives, and that's where you belong if you love pure entertainment fire. One thing is certain: that slap scene will continue to be discussed for a long time. Whether people believe it was real or pure acting, the impact is undeniable. It shook fans, it broke timelines, and it proved once again that Nollywood knows how to deliver moments that live rent-free in people's minds forever.